morning and welcome to NJEDA's annual Small Business Resource Workshop. I am the Assistant Director of Small Business Services, and we're going to start with a few words from our CEO, Tim Sullivan. Tim?
Great, thanks, Maggie. Good morning. And first and foremost, thanks to Senator Poe for being here with us and taking the time to visit with us and help us tell the story of small business success in New Jersey, particularly North Jersey. It's Small Business Week. It's part of Small Business Month. Thrilled to be doing this for North Jersey. I'm from North Jersey originally. I live in Central Jersey now, which is a real place, I promise. But I'm from Bergen County originally. My mom has been a lifelong educator in the Senator's District of Passaic County. So shout out to North Jersey in particular. Under Governor Murphy's leadership, the EDA and the state broadly, and with the great support of folks like Senator Poe and the legislature, have really made small business support a priority. Yes, of course, during the pandemic with emergency relief, and I remember fondly is the wrong way to put it, but I remember it'll always be a special place in my heart, doing lots of webinars with Senator Poe and her colleagues during the pandemic, trying to get the word out about emergency relief. But now the programs we have under the Main Street program that we'll really focus on today are really focused on kind of recovery and getting back on our front feet as small businesses and making sure that small businesses, particularly Black and Latina, LGBT, and veteran, immigrant-owned businesses that face access to capital challenges, have the resources they need to compete and win. We know New Jersey small business owners are resilient as hell. They've been through some tough times the last couple of years. But Governor Murphy and both the Assembly and the Senate, the legislature, have their back. The EDA has your back. We're here to provide lots of different resources, lots of different ways that Maggie and the team will go through. But most importantly, I just want to wish everyone a happy Small Business Week, Small Business Month, as we celebrate the importance and the resilience and the impact of small businesses in North Jersey and New Jersey and all across the state. So with that, I think I'll hand it over to Senator Poe for a few words.
Well, thank you so very much, Tim. I really appreciate that introduction, and good morning to everyone. And once again, to Tim and his entire team, I just wanted to express my appreciation for the incredible work you are all doing. But thank you for that introduction, and thank you for having me today. As you've mentioned, this week is a Small Business Week, a celebration acknowledged across the nation. And in New Jersey, we are no different. Our small businesses are the epicenter of our downtowns and Main Street areas. It is the mom and pop shops, the local pharmacies, the family-owned bakeries, and countless other small businesses that keep our local economies going. And that is why I am proud to be here in partnership with various state agencies to underscore the support available to each and every one of you as the owners of small businesses in the northern New Jersey. Today, it's all about supporting you. These agencies will offer you access to grant funding, loans, and even free programs that are available to you that will help to grow your businesses. There's strength in unity, and today we stand united to bring these resources to you in one place at one time to empower you on your journey towards entrepreneurship. As chair of the Senate Commerce Committee, I remain steadfast in my commitment to supporting the state's small businesses. I appreciate the opportunity once again to allow me to say a few words and to open this up. I want to wish each and every one of you much success. Thank you once again. At this time, I'd like to turn it over back to Maggie.
Thank you, Senator. Okay, so we're going to start our program, and I am going to turn it over to Kathy Guzman, our Senior Small Business Liaison.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much, Senator Poe. That was a great introduction. My name is Kathy Guzman, and I thank you for taking the time to join us today. I'm just going to give a really brief overview about the EDA before we get started. They're one of the state agencies that are on the call today. and we are part of the small businesses team. The EDA is the state's principal agency for driving economic growth. There are about 40 active programs across the categories listed here, everything from Child Care Center Improvement Grants, a Zero Emission Program, the Offshore Wind Program, and the New Jersey Innovation Fellows Program. Today, we're going to focus on small business services, which I have highlighted in green, because it's Small Business Week and because I am passionate about small businesses, as I know everybody on this call is as well. Next slide, please. There we go. Sorry, guys. Okay, here we go. I joined the EDA. Oh, Carla, Caitlin, can you go back one slide? Yeah, that's it. Okay. I joined the EDA earlier this year because I believe small business ownership is crucial to improving access to opportunity and economic growth for all communities in New Jersey. Our liaison team brings together diverse experience in small business ownership, community development, finance, and nonprofits. Our job is to share information about EDA programs by meeting community partners and small business owners across the state. We are grateful to our partner organizations and sister agencies, many of whom are on the call today, for helping us to spread the word about these programs. The 3 programs I will review today are part of the Main Street Recovery Program, which was designed to provide financial support for small businesses and nonprofits in the aftermath of COVID-19. The initial appropriation for these programs was $100 million to support New Jersey small businesses. Next. To be eligible for any of the programs, a business must meet the SBA definition of a small business, provide a tax clearance certificate, and be in good standing with Department of Labor and Department of Environmental Protection. These programs are open to commercial businesses and nonprofits. Next slide. The first program is the Small Business Lease Grant, which provides 2 grants of 20% of annual lease payments to business or nonprofits entering new or amended leases. The lease must be a minimum of a 5-year term, and then the lease must be signed within 12 months of the application date. The payments are 20% of 1 year's rent paid upon grant approval and a second 20% paid after 1 year, putting capital back in a business in the early stages when it's needed most. 40% of the funding is set aside for businesses located in opportunity zones, and there is a $100 approval fee. Next slide. This program is designed primarily to support new leaseholders. An eligible lease must be for 250 to 10,000 square feet of office, commercial, or retail space, and again with a minimum of a 5-year term. It must include first floor street level space. It must be a new lease or an extension of an existing lease that adds space. Next slide. There's a couple of important program rules. You cannot terminate a lease and enter into a new lease simply to take advantage of the program. The landlord cannot have an interest in the tenant's business, and if you default on payments before 5 years, you do have to repay the grant. Next. All Main Street Recovery programs include wage requirements. Employees must be paid the greater of $15 an hour or 120% of minimum wage. For tipped employees, the requirement is 120% of the tipped wage. And again, the grant requires a 5-year commitment. The next grant program is the Small Business Improvement Grant. This provides up to $50,000 for costs associated with facade and facility improvements or the purchase and installation of furniture, fixtures, and equipment. This is a reimbursement grant. The project has to be completed and paid for before applying for the grant. Reimbursement is 50% of the total eligible expenses up to $50,000. That means if a business applied with $100,000 of eligible expenses and met all the requirements, they would receive a $50,000 reimbursement grant. A business is limited to 1 application per lifetime per EIN, and there's a set aside for opportunity zones and a $100 approval fee. Next. Eligible products include interior and exterior improvements, furniture, fixtures, and equipment. This can include equipment specific to your type of business. In order to apply for the grant, the work must be complete, and from the date of application, you can submit expenses that go back exactly 2 years. You must provide documentation proving payment, and home-based businesses are eligible for this grant. They're eligible for furnitures and fixtures and equipment needed specifically for their business. Projects over $50,000 are subject to green building standards, and affirmative action forms are required for contractors with 4 or more employees. Next slide. As I mentioned previously, the grants do include wage requirements. For the improvement grant, you must stay in the space for 2 to 4 years, depending on the size of the grant. Next, the next and the newest program is the e-commerce support program. This provides free e-commerce and digital marketing services to restaurants, retail, and personal care businesses. This program was designed to help small businesses upgrade their technology and address an area where many small businesses were exposed during the pandemic. This program is consultant-led, and there is no application through the EDA. Eligible businesses include restaurants, retail, and personal care businesses located in a commercial location with a physical storefront. Nonprofits are not eligible for this program. Contractors will verify eligibility, but please note that the definition of retail can be broad as long as the business sells a product or service from a physical storefront. Next. Once you are deemed eligible, the contractor will provide a proposal for services based on your business need. Services include e-commerce platform design, web page design, online ordering, appointment booking, marketing, and training. There are no fees for this program. The EDA will pay the consultant directly, and the consultants are the main point of contact. To get started with this program, next slide, please, Caitlin. You simply contact a consultant that's on this list, which can be found on our website, and it's also right here. So very simple application process. So we reviewed today the Small Business Lease Grant, the Small Business Improvement Grant, and the Small Business E-commerce Grant, which are all programs from Small Business Services at the NJEDA. And next, Warren Birchmore, who also works with the EDA, is going to talk to you about small business banking and loan programs. And I'm going to turn it over to Warren.
Thank you so much, Kathy, and good morning, everyone. I'm Warren Birchmore. I'm a Senior Business Development Officer here at the NJEDA. I'm very excited to present our loan programs to you. I'm going to give you a very high-level overview of our loan programs. Next slide. First is our Small Business Fund, which is for businesses that have been in operation for at least 1 full year with 1 full year tax return. We look for your business to be profitable and have earned less than $3 million in gross revenue. Benefits. We offer attractive interest rates that are based on the US Treasury. You can finance up to $500,000 for a fixed asset, which includes real estate, machinery, or equipment, or you can finance up to $500,000 for working capital. The costs that are involved include a non-refundable $300 application fee, a 0.5% commitment fee, and a 0.5% closing fee. Next slide. Next is our direct loans, which are for businesses that have been in operation for 2 full years with 2 full years of tax returns. Your business must be profitable and committed to job creation or retention. Benefits, you can finance up to $2 million for a fixed asset or up to $750,000 for working capital. Also, repayment options are based on the type of transaction. The costs that are involved for this program include a non-refundable $1,000 application fee, a 0.875% commitment fee, and a 0.875% closing fee. Next slide. Lastly, our Premier Lender program. which is also for businesses that have been in operation for 2 full years with 2 full year of tax returns. This program is a loan participation with one of our premier lender banks. The benefits here again are very attractive interest rates that are based on the US Treasury. You can finance up to $2 million for a fixed asset. Again, we define a fixed asset as real estate, machinery, or equipment. You can finance up to $750,000 for working capital. We define working capital as an expense that is one time and not reoccurring, or up to $750,000 for a line of credit guarantee. The costs that are involved here is just a $1,000 non-refundable application fee and a $750 commitment fee once approved by one of our premier lender banks. Regarding eligibility for all of our loan programs, a fixed asset is required to secure your loan. Unfortunately, home-based businesses are not eligible. You'll need a debt service coverage ratio of 1.1, and a tax clearance certificate is required. The slide that you're currently looking at is a list of all of our premier lender banks that we currently work with. Next slide. Thank you so much for your time. Here's the contact information for the teams that represent our grant and loan programs. Have a great day. Up next is Claudia Yarborough, who will speak to you about SBA.
Thank you, Warren.
Do we have Claudia?
Claudia, you're muted.
Sorry.
Now we hear you. Welcome, Claudia.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. I am Claudia Yarborough. I'm a lender relations specialist at the SBA, New Jersey District Office. We are based in the city of Newark, New Jersey, and cover the entire state of New Jersey. SBA was created in 1953 as an independent agency of the federal government to aid, counsel, assist, and protect the interests of small business concerns. We preserve free competitive enterprise, maintain and strengthen the overall economy of our nation. The SBA fulfills its mission by offering loans, loan guarantees, government contracts, financial counseling, and other forms of assistance to America's small business. Next slide. Today, we celebrate our small businesses by a National Small Business Week. Please note, not only today, but every day, think about shopping with your local small businesses. Next slide. For the SBA to fulfill its mission and cover the entire state of New Jersey, our resource partners assist by providing countless hours of information to fit the needs of the small business communities. At the SBA, our partners consist of community navigators. They provide outreach for small businesses in underserved communities. There are export and trade resources for those interested in international trade opportunities. We have the SBDC, located at most major universities, the Women Business Center. They're located in Chatham and Camden, New Jersey. SCORE Business Counselors / Mentors, 8 chapters in New Jersey. For our veterans, there is a Veteran Business Outreach Center for vets that are starting or growing their small business. Next slide. How can we help our small businesses? By providing free or low-cost business counseling. There is assistance with your business plan. You may need a business plan. You do need a business plan to start, grow. Even if you are a seasoned business, guess what? Update your business plan. Market research, funds for your business, buying an existing business or franchise. SBA's focus is counseling, capital, contracting, and disaster assistance. There are guaranteed business loans up to $5 million, microloans $5,000 to $50,000. And guess what? Startups can be eligible for our lending products. Commercial real estate loans, owner-occupied commercial real estate loans up to $5 million, to name a few. If you have a relationship with a lender, please ask about our lending programs. Connecting with the lender can be a complicated process, but SBA has created Lender Match to connect you with an SBA lender. The web link is www.lendermatch.gov. If a lender is interested in extending credit to you or require additional information, they will contact you via an email. Lender Match is located on the SBA website, which is www.sba.gov/NJ. In addition, home and business disaster loans may be applied for at our local disaster office. Many of you, next slide, many of you may have applied for a PPP or an economic injury disaster loan. Please connect with your lender or the disaster office should you have questions. SBA has requested that if you applied for forgiveness and the lender is not responding, please reach out to that lender, or you can actually email me at the office. If you apply for an EIDL loan and you're requesting a deferment, subordination, or you need a release of collateral, please contact the SBA at the disaster customer service at sba.gov. Contracting opportunities. Contracting is a lucrative industry for some, but to bid or win government contracts, you would have to sell products or services that the government buys at a competitive price. Use the necessary resources to see if there's a market for your product or service. Determine how big the market is and find potential buyers. In addition, the SBA offers set-asides for government contracting programs. Some set-asides are for small businesses in certain socioeconomic categories. You can bid on these contracts by participating in any of the SBA contracting assistance programs, which can be viewed on the SBA New Jersey District Office website, which is www.sba.gov/NJ. There's a wealth of information on our website. Please check out the website for further information. Forward, next slide. I'm ahead of you. And that is my contact information, claudia.yarborough@sba.gov. My telephone number is 973-645-3572. I'm user-friendly. I'm open to all and every question. Thank you so much for inviting SBA.
Thank you so much, Claudia. We appreciate that. Next up is Solange Pimentel from the New Jersey Division of Taxation. Welcome, Solange.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much, Kathy, for having us, the EDA, for affording us the opportunity to celebrate with you guys, our small business owner community. We are definitely, just as you mentioned earlier, we are definitely passionate about helping our small businesses. So this is one of the things we definitely do and advocate for. As Kathy mentioned, I am Solange Pimentel. I've been with the Division of Taxation for about almost 20 years now, and I am in a small unit called Taxation University. If you can go to the next slide, please. Okay, and just briefly, I'm going to talk about what we do, how to register, which is extremely important. I will definitely talk about and emphasize the importance of why you need to register and provide you with some helpful resources for you to have, okay? So what we do, as I mentioned, we work, Mike and myself and a couple of us, we work in a small unit called Taxation University. We are the instructors of the division. We do internal education as well as external outreach events. We do offer free business tax workshops. We offer, topics such as registering your business in New Jersey, reporting business income, understanding sales and use tax, online businesses in New Jersey sales tax, and we do offer any industry-specific presentations as well. For those in the food industry and things of that nature, we do offer those specific presentations as well upon request. We just say that, you can gather at least 10 of you guys, small business owners, and let us know where you're going to be meeting. We will come to you and definitely, give you these, conduct these presentations for you guys. We do also community outreach and tax updates for our CPAs, tax professionals. We do events for our AARP and VITA volunteers, and just general public on property tax relief programs that are offered through the state of New Jersey. So those are some of the things that we do, most of the things that we do with our outreach events. And again, we are very passionate about our small business community. So please, if you have 10 or more people that want to gather and want to learn more about how to really be successful from the beginning, and we offer these free workshops to you guys. So just let us know. And at the end of this presentation, we'll provide you with some resources and our contact information so that you can reach out to us and let us know, and we will come to you. Okay, next slide, please. So how to register, we'll briefly go over this. Again, we have a whole presentation on how to properly register in New Jersey, but I'll briefly mention some key points that you guys can keep in mind. Next slide. All right, so there's two business structures, if you will. There's business entities and there's individual structures. With our business entities, these include our LLCs, LLPs, LPs, corporations, and S corporations. And the way you would register is just a three-step process, right? You would create the name and entity first. You would first figure out, okay, what name do I want to give my business, right? You would figure out if that name is available, okay, statewide, and you will register, and form that business with that name for $125 for profit or $75 for nonprofit, and that's just a one-time fee. You will do that with the Division of Revenue, okay? And this will reserve your name on a statewide level. So for New Jersey, your name will be protected if it's available on a statewide level, all right? Step number two, you will obtain, just go back, I'm so sorry. Step number two, you will obtain an FEIN number, Federal Employer Identification Number for your business. Business entities are required to obtain this FEIN number. This is for just the social security number, if you will, of your business. Okay, so it's a business entity outside of yourself. So you would obtain that FEIN just by visiting the IRS website. It takes 2 minutes, it's free of charge. And the third step and final step is complete the form NJREG, okay? That is the form to complete to be able to properly register in New Jersey. So those 3 steps are important. Next slide, please. For our individual structures, those consist of our sole proprietorships and partnerships. The first step is you would register your trade name with a county clerk. That would cost about $50. It is optional to do that as an individual structure, but you can go ahead and do that, especially if you want to reserve your name on a county level. All right. The second step is you would obtain an FEIN number, same as you would with the business entities, except that this is optional, but we highly encourage everyone who's a sole proprietor or general partnership to actually obtain an FEIN as well. Again, it's free of charge. You do it, it takes 2 minutes through the IRS. And last but not least, you would complete Form NJREG, which will tell New Jersey, hi, yes, I am a business in New Jersey. All right. So those are the 3 steps as well for our business entities and as well as our individual structures. This is just a review. Again, you start with creating your name, forming the business, obtaining an FEIN, and completing the Form NJREG. All right, so this is the importance that I want to emphasize to you guys as business owners. Why register, right? Well, the reason you wouldn't have to register, if you go to the next slide, is to obtain funding. Okay, most of our stakeholders here are going to talk to you about obtaining funding, grants, loans, etc. And in order to obtain funding, you need a tax clearance. Okay, a tax clearance will only be issued to businesses or individuals who are registered with the New Jersey Division of Revenue. Tax clearance is basically a tool to verify that you are tax compliant and that you're doing all that the state is requiring you to do. So if you haven't properly registered and we cannot confirm that you're tax compliant because we don't know who you are and what you do, then you will not be able to obtain any funding, any grants or any loans. You can bid on contracts. You won't obtain a business registration certificate, which you would need in order to bid on contracts. And you won't be able to use our legal system in case there's any lawsuits against you, hopefully not, but you won't be able to actually obtain our legal system as well. So that's the real importance of why you need to properly register in New Jersey. Okay, I can't emphasize that enough. So just to end our presentation here, this are some helpful resources for you guys. If you go on our website, please register for our news, for our e-news. You guys will receive tax updates and anything that's happening with the state of New Jersey in terms of anything tax related. So if you go on our website, just click on news, go to the next slide, please. Subscribe to our email list. We won't sell your emails to anyone else. This is just for you. Next slide, please. And just subscribe to the New Jersey Tax e-news. Again, this is great information that you can have to be able to go ahead and stay up to date with any tax related topics. Next, please. And this is our information. This is our website, nj.gov/taxation. And you can always email us at outreach.tax@tres.nj.gov. Okay, for any further information, you want to contact us, please follow us on social media. We have a social media presence. We have entered the 21st century. That's amazing. So please follow us. We're on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, etc. Thank you so much for having us. And thank you so much for allowing us to be here with you guys and give you this information.
Thank you, Solange. That was very helpful. As a former small business owner myself, I wish I had met you 10 years ago because I I did things the hard way. This was just fabulous. It was a great presentation and lots of terrific information. So next up is Anna Villagran from the Department of Treasury. Welcome, Anna.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. My name is Anna Villagran, and I'm happy to be here representing the state of New Jersey, the Department of Treasury, Division of Revenue. And I'll be speaking about the certification programs that the Department of Treasury or the Department of New Jersey offers. The certification unit is in the New Jersey Department of Treasury and is responsible for processing registration certification applications for the following programs: the Small Business Enterprise Registration, SBE, the MBE Minority Business Enterprise Certification, the Women Business Owned Enterprise Certification, MWBE Minority and Women Owned Enterprise Certification, BOB, Veteran-Owned Business Registration, DBOB, Disabled Veteran-Owned Business Registration, LBE, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, questioning plus business certification. The benefits of certification: by obtaining one or more of these certifications, you may be eligible to participate in the set-aside or goal-based contracting initiatives offered by the state. The state of New Jersey currently has 2 contract set-aside programs. 25% set aside for certified small business enterprises, 3% set aside for disabled veteran-owned business enterprises. Next. Treasury commitment to the business community. Treasury is committed to broaden opportunities for small, minority, women, LGBTQ+, veteran and disabled veteran-owned business enterprises. To further encourage participation into these programs, the department continues to waive the $100 fee normally required to apply for certification. Once you obtain your certification or certification, your business contact information will be listed in the Selective Assistant Vendor Information database called SAVI. Next, please. General certification eligibility standards. In order for you to apply for any of these type of certification, you have to be fully registered in New Jersey and in good standing. Solange already spoke about how to do that, but in order for you to apply for this, you have to be fully registered, which means having the certificate of formation and also be registered for state tax purposes with having your business registration certificate. And those are the websites where you can obtain that. Next, please. Being in good standing means that the business has completed the applicable steps above, remains compliant with ongoing registry filing requirements. And this applies to all profit corporations, limited partnership, limited liability companies, and limited liability partnership. Next, please. Type-specific eligibility standards. So once you have done the previous requirements, then you can find the general eligibility for each program. For the small business enterprise, the principal place of business in New Jersey, 51% or more business operation, sales in New Jersey, or 51% of the company's full-time employees working in New Jersey. It must be independently owned and operated. The applicant company must be for profit, 100 or less employees in full-time position, and depending upon the certification category chosen, various revenue limits apply. If you would like to see your revenue limits, you can go to the following website. Minority and women-owned business enterprise certification. The 51% own or more of the business be by minority or women person, independently owned and operated, management control of daily operation, operating control by women and or minorities, technical expertise in the fuel industry, applicant company must be for profit. Next, please. Disabled veteran-owned business, DVOB. Applicant must reside in New Jersey. Applicant must be officially verified by the state, by the United States Department of Veteran Affairs as service disabled veteran. Principal place of business is in New Jersey. Business is independently owned and operated. Business is at least 51% owned by a New Jersey resident person who is a service disabled veteran. Applicant company must be for profit. Veteran-owned business, BOB. Principal place of business must be in New Jersey. Business is independently owned and operated. Business is at least 51% by New Jersey resident person who is a honorable discharge veteran, which is proved by providing with the form DD-214. BOB applicant owner must have served in the U.S. Armed Forces for a minimum of 90 days. Applicant company must be for profit. Next, please. lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, questioning plus, a business enterprise. 51% ownership or more in the business by person who identify as LGBTQ plus, independently owned and operated, management control of daily operation, operating control by person who identify as LGBTQ plus, technical expertise in the field of operation, applicant company must be for profit. Next, please. How to apply. Once you have decided which certification you would like to apply, you can visit the following two websites. The first one will show you the list of all requirements for each program. And then the next one will be the site to apply. We also have a fast track option, which is available for minority and women business applicants. We accept the following certifications: Port Authority of New York, New Jersey, other state service agencies, MSDC, WeBank. Fast track applications are submitted online via UCS. You will need to upload the application you submitted to the certifying agency, and also the current approval certificate or letter from the certifying agency. We are also considering a fast track option for LGBTQ plus applicant. If you have any question, you can call us 609-292-2146. Next, please. Okay, thank you for inviting us. And at the end, we have, I will enter my email so you can send me any questions you might have. Thank you.
Thank you, Anna. That was very informative. Next up is Anthony Martinez from the New Jersey Business Action Center. Do we have Anthony? I know he was running a little late.
I'm here.
Oh, hi, Anthony. Terrific.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. We see your smiling face. Thank you.
Good morning, folks. My name is Anthony Martinez, and I'm a small business advocate with the New Jersey Business Action Center. We work out of the Secretary of State Department. We've been around for about 40 years. Within our department, there are 3 offices. There are more, but I'm only going to talk about 3 of them today that are dedicated to assisting small businesses such as yourself. There's the Office of Business Advocacy that provides site assistance. So if you're a new or existing business looking to locate or relocate in the state, they can assist with that. They also assist with project management assistance. We also have our small business advocacy unit, which is where you'll find me. We provide government assistance. So if you're looking to do business with the state and you need the small business enterprise, the minority business enterprise, the women business enterprise, the veteran-owned business, the disabled veteran-owned business, or the new LGBTQ certification, we can assist with those applications and those processes. If the product or service that you sell is regulated by the state, we can assist you with obtaining those licenses from the proper state department that issues them. And we also assist you with finding financial resources. We have a good working relationship with EDA, hence the reason for me being here today. And we work closely with the CDFI microlenders throughout the state. And lastly, we have our Office of Export Promotion. Or shall I say lastly, I'm going to talk briefly about our Office of Export Promotion, which assists exporting businesses, only exporting, because the state wants to bring businesses to create jobs that remain in the state. So, and that office assists with things like creating an export plan, identifying global export markets, and guiding you through foreign custom procedures. And there's also the availability of the STEP grant, the New Jersey State Trade Expansion Program grant, the STEP grant, which can be used for things like attending international trade shows, translating your marketing materials, translating your website, things of that nature. I also want to tell you we have our live chat. There's our website for the New Jersey Business Action Center. We have our live chat, which is business.nj.gov, where you can go and speak live with one of our representatives, and our business helpline also, where you can call and speak live with one of our representatives. You can ask to speak to me as well. I answer the calls and the chat. And there's my email address, which is the best way to communicate with me. Also, we connect you with all our sister state agencies. Everyone that's spoken today and that is speaking today, we have a close working relationship with them. We connect you with them. We're the great connector. So if you have issues and you're trying to get through whatever, you know, more than likely we can assist you. We can answer those questions, and or if not, we can get in touch with representatives from those departments to assist you, to assist small businesses. Again, there's the business.nj.gov live chat and our 1-800-37 number. We have representatives that speak in Spanish, hablaban español también. So le ofrecemos la asesoría en español también, okay? Thank you for inviting us and look to hear from you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, Anthony. And last up, but certainly not least, is Sheila Harris Adams from the Small Business Development Center.
Good morning, everyone. Take a deep breath. That's the first thing I want to tell you. As business owners, it's going to be okay. And hopefully this call or this opportunity to hear from so many resources remind you that you are not in this alone. There are a number of us that are sitting here committed to supporting and empowering your business. So it's not just SBDC, but as you've heard, there's a number of players right here in the state of New Jersey that are ready to assist you in helping your business grow and thrive. And that's what we're all passionate about. So again, welcome everyone this morning. My name is Sheila Harris Adams. I am the Regional Director at NJSBDC at NJCU School of Business. Next slide, please. That's me again, not sure why the picture's in there, so we're going to move forward. So who is SBDC? SBDC, we are affiliated with the Small Business Administration. We are one of their tools that they use to help make sure that you as business owners, small and medium-sized business owners, have the support that you need to ultimately thrive and see your business grow. SBDC is celebrating 45 years in service. Right here in the state of New Jersey, there are 11 regional centers. All of the centers are affiliated with higher educational institutions. So no matter where you sit in the state of New Jersey, there is an SBDC that is going to be able to support you in a tangible way. In addition to the 11 regional centers, there are 20 plus affiliate and satellite offices as well. So we're right here in the trenches with you. All you need to do is reach out to us and we can begin to work with you. Next slide, please. So let's talk a little bit about the programs and services that SBDC has to offer. We're going to quickly go through this slide and then we'll move to a little bit more detail. But there's 3 specific areas that we are able to support you. The first one is by providing you with expert small business counseling at no cost. So again, we're going to spend a little bit of time with that on the next slide. The second one is the training and events that we offer throughout the state. And the third is exclusive small business resources that we make available to all of the individuals that we work with. Next slide. So let's talk about what I mean by expert small business consulting. At every single one of our centers, we have a number of business consultants that work with us as business counselors. These individuals are subject matter experts. Many of them have either worked in the government side or another entity, a larger organization, but most of them have entrepreneurship experience. They've either had numerous businesses themselves, or they currently do have businesses, but they are the cream of the crop. These individuals are individuals who, they may be lawyers, they may be accountants, they may be business counselors on private sector, but they are the best of the best. And each and every one of those counselors is committed to making sure that we're providing you with the services and support that you need. So let's stay here for just a second and let's talk about what that looks like. In order for you to work with us, it's really simple. All you need to do is go to our website, any of our websites, including our state website, and you complete something that's called a request for counseling. Basically, it's you providing us with information about your business or potential business and your contact information. It takes all of 2 minutes to complete that. Once you complete that, you are then assigned to a counselor. It's really that simple. Your counselor then will reach out to you. He or she will schedule a time for you to either meet or a time for you to have a virtual meeting. And that's how the process begins. The counseling sessions that we offer are absolutely at no cost. And while we understand that there are some things that we all have in common as entrepreneurs, we also know that with 197 people on the line right now, each of you has different needs and requirements and support. And so we offer this one-on-one customized counseling with your counselor, who will ultimately walk you through whatever that process is. Again, we sit at 11 regions throughout the state. There are a number of us that are ready and seated and ready to work with you, but we also have a state team that provides capital support. We have a state team that also provides technical support. So right there at your centers, you have a wealth of information. But the great news is that once you sign up with SBDC, you have access to all of the talent throughout our network. Next slide. So let's talk a little bit about the training and specialty events. So again, with 11 regional centers here in the state, you can imagine we have a lot going on. So just to give you an idea, this month alone, we have 42 training events, virtual, hybrid, and in person, just in this 1 month alone. Those workshops and that training is key for helping you to grow your business. And so we encourage people, whether you register with us or not, to go ahead and sign up for those workshops. Some of the programs that we have on deck, I would like to share with you for just a few seconds this morning. One of the programs that's on deck right now is called Learning Labs. Learning Labs is really a hands-on opportunity for us to come to you and work with you with whatever your needs are. One of the learning labs that has been extremely successful is our certification learning lab. Individuals come, we open that learning lab up to whomever would like to attend, and you ultimately sit down and complete your small business registration, any certifications that you're looking for. The goal at the end of that day is that you hit enter and the certification application has been submitted. Another program that we are very passionate about is our learning lab for procurement. We have several events on deck for this year. We have one already actually scheduled for this month. It sold out in 3 days. And that one, we're actually looking at some local opportunities. So anyone who's looking to work with local government, we're going to walk them through the entire process from beginning to end, how to look for the opportunity, how to register with that entity, how to bid, what the bid looks like, how they grade a bid, and ultimately what it looks like to win. So we're going to walk you through the entire process. Another program that's near and dear to my heart, because my organization is running that program, and it's the New Jersey Restaurant Owners Roundtable. So we want to be the resource for all of the restaurant owners out there. I saw there were a few questions in the Q&A earlier. Someone looking to start a food truck. So if you're looking to do anything related in the food or beverage industry, you're going to want to be a part of that. We have an event coming up on the 8th where we're going to talk about e-commerce program, and there's a DoorDash grant out there, but this program is specifically dedicated to providing resources, information, training, and support to the restaurants and the food and beverage industry individuals here in the state of New Jersey. We also have focused events that are specific to women. We have one tomorrow. If anyone's interested, hit me up. That's going to be at FDU. But that event is for mentorship, and we will be providing mentorship to women business owners. So a number of different events that we have going on each and every month. It changes. It can be anything from import-export to how to create a business plan. We have a startup boot camp coming up. So make sure you check out our website and see what kind of events or training opportunities are available to you. Next slide, please. At SBDC, we like to consider ourselves as the hub. You know, we realize there's a lot of resources, a lot of information out there. It's not always easy to get the answer to the question. We ask you, knock on our door, let us walk you through what it is. Let your counselor help you to get the answer to that. But more than that, we are partners with everyone that's on this phone that's presenting today. And our goal is to educate, empower, and equip you. And that includes us being able to pass you over to another organization that can help you with whatever that challenge is that you have. So please don't ever be overwhelmed by the amount of information that's out there. SBDC and the other organizations that sit here are here to support you, and we're always ready to refer you to another organization if you need their support in that way. Next slide, please. So this just gives you an idea of what type of support we've been able to provide as a network. You can see that last year alone, we had $275 million worth of capital infusion. That's a lot of money. But ultimately what that means is we helped make sure that those businesses receive the grants and the loans that they were going after. So we can help individuals with capital. We can help individuals with jobs, looking for jobs and employees. We can help individuals with business plans, marketing, e-commerce, accounting, you name it, we're here to support you in a tangible way. Next slide, please. This slide gives you information about each and every center that is in the state of New Jersey. The easiest thing for you to do when you get this slide is just take your phone and scan the QR code, and that's going to take you to the state directory, and you can then go ahead and request counseling, and automatically they will align you with the right university and SBDC for you to work with. Next slide. Okay, so I think that's it for me. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to my office directly. It's SBDC, the Small Business Development Center, so SBDC at njcu.edu. I'm happy to share any information that we have available, but again, you really are just a quick tap on your computer and 10 minutes away from getting the support and guidance that you need to see your business grow and thrive. So I'd like to thank NJEDA for asking us to be a part of this today. But again, I encourage you all to tap into the resources that are already here and available to you. We are all dedicated to seeing your business successful. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sheila. That was very informative. And I just want to reiterate something that Sheila said, and that is, don't get overwhelmed. There's a lot, you've heard a lot of information today. There's a lot of different organizations. Reach out to any of us. We all work together and we're all here to help, and we will all be happy to, point you in the right direction. Two words that I heard over and over today were resources and support. And there are so many resources and so much support for small businesses in New Jersey. So I am so glad that you were all here with us on this call today to hear about them. And please reach out to any of us. We are here to help. We just have one more final slide, and then we're going to let you guys go. Thank you. Carla?
Thank you, everyone. Thank you to all of our partners, and thank you to all of you that have attended this morning. We are grateful that you are here, and we hope that this information was great for you. The YouTube slide will be available within the next couple of days so that you can review the information and get the contact information as well. These webinars this week are dedicated to our friend and colleague, Ms. Maribel Furman. She did dedicate her life to helping small businesses, and it is our hope that we can do the same. So we just want to say we love Maribel, and we're grateful to have had her on our team. And that is the end. We have hit our 9:30 mark, so we are ending this morning, and we are thankful that you were here with us today. Take care.